Hey everyone, Mike here. We see it more and more these days. Peaceful protests, unfortunate riots, and sometimes, well, things we don't want to see. We never think it's going to happen in our neighborhoods, but the truth is, civil disturbances can happen anywhere, anytime. This isn't about fear-mongering. This is about being prepared. This is about knowing what to do to keep yourself and your loved ones safe, no matter what's happening around you. Knowledge is power, right? So, I'm going to walk you through the 5 major types of civil disturbances and give you practical, actionable tips on how to stay safe. We're talking about protests, riots, the works. Let's get started. All right, first up, protests and demonstrations. Protests are a fundamental right, a cornerstone of any democracy. It's about people coming together to make their voices heard, to fight for what they believe in. But, like with any large gathering, things can sometimes get unpredictable. So, how do you stay safe if you find yourself in the middle of a protest? Stay informed. Keep an eye on local news and social media. Know your area. Familiarize yourself with the routes and locations where protests are likely to occur. Being aware of these hotspots will help you make informed decisions about your movements. And if you're uncomfortable with the idea of being in that environment, avoid those high-risk areas altogether. Now, let's talk about riots. Riots are a whole different ballgame, and they can be incredibly dangerous. It's a situation where things have escalated, tensions are high, and there's a real risk of violence and destruction. If you ever find yourself in or near a riot, your safety is absolutely paramount. First things first, emergency kit. Having a go bag ready with essentials like bottled water, non-perishable food items, a first aid kit, a flashlight, and a battery-powered radio can make all the difference. Next up, emergency contacts. Have a list of important phone numbers readily available, both in your phone and written down somewhere safe. This should include family members, close friends, neighbors, anyone you trust and who can be your support system in a crisis. And the most important piece of advice when it comes to riots: if they break out, stay indoors. Find a safe, secure location in your home, away from windows and doors, and stay put until the situation has calmed down and authorities have given the all clear. Now, civil unrest is a broader term encompassing a range of situations where there's widespread discontent and a potential for things to escalate. It could be rooted in social injustices, political turmoil, economic hardship, you name it. The key to navigating civil unrest is to stay informed and stay vigilant. Start by understanding the local issues. What are the underlying tensions in your community? By educating yourself on the root causes of the unrest, you can better anticipate potential flashpoints. If you feel compelled to get involved, do so peacefully. Engage in constructive dialogue, participate in peaceful demonstrations, and support organizations working for positive change. Keep a close eye on statements and updates from local authorities. Their guidance will help you gauge the severity of the situation and make informed decisions about your safety. All right, let's talk about strikes. Strikes are a powerful tool used by workers to advocate for better working conditions, fair wages, and improved benefits. They're a fundamental part of labor relations, and while they're usually peaceful, they can disrupt daily life and require some adjustments on our part. The best way to navigate a strike is to stay informed. Keep track of any union activities or ongoing negotiations that could potentially lead to a strike in your area. If you rely on public transportation or specific roads for your daily commute, identify alternative routes in case those services are disrupted by a strike. And if you work in a sector where a strike is taking place, consider how you can show your support or solidarity in a constructive and respectful way. Okay, this next one is tough to talk about, but it's crucial that we do. Terrorism and violent extremism. These are threats that loom large in our world, and while we never want to live in fear, it's important to be prepared and to stay vigilant. The most powerful tool we have against these threats is awareness. Awareness of our surroundings, awareness of potential warning signs, and awareness of how to report anything suspicious to the authorities. Consider taking training courses in emergency response, first aid, or self-defense. These courses can equip you with the knowledge and skills to react effectively in a crisis situation. Finally, familiarize yourself with the emergency response plans in your area. This includes knowing the evacuation routes, designated shelter locations, and emergency contact numbers. Look, I know we just covered a lot of heavy stuff. The world can be an unpredictable place. But the important thing to remember is that your safety is your priority. You have the power to take control and be prepared for whatever comes your way. Stay informed about what's happening in your community and around the world. Stay prepared by having a plan and the necessary supplies in case of an emergency. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and check out our website for more useful resources. Link in description.